All right, so this is a video review of FansToys Scavenger, and straight up, I'm going to tell you, man, this is a 10 of 10, 5 of 5, 5 stars, 5 estrellas, is that how you say it? But it's so good. It is so good. Oh my goodness. And the fact that this forearm, the casing, the fist, everything is held and hidden within Scavenger is just an amazing feat. And I really just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek of all the 3 modes. The arm that you can see here, the construction vehicle that I'll show off in just a second, and finally the robot mode and the engineering and the transformation steps. But man, look at that. Look at that. They have really outdone themselves with this. I mean, I was a bit of a doubter and a bit of a hater when it came to Scrapper because I thought he was over-engineered. But this, man, it's done so well. Here is a separate axle you can see for the shoulder. It's on a nice ratchet joint, and that obviously is going to connect to hook, so I can't wait to see how hook is engineered. Based on this, we have some idea how Bone Crusher is going to work, how these treads are going to magically turn into this forearm, and again, I will share all of that with you, and just the fact that everything is contained. It's such a beautiful piece. Really, they have outdone themselves. Beautiful paint, manufacturing, QC, engineering. Again, this is just at the top, very much at the top. But man, enough glazing on the arm mode. Why don't we progress into the construction vehicle mode, and we'll showcase that. Then we'll go into the bot and the subsequent transformations into truck mode and then arm. Okay. Hey, really quick with a commercial break from our sponsor, TF Safari, tfsafari.com. Check them out for all of your mecha needs from first, second, third, fourth party. They also do upgrades as well. You're not going to find a lot of sites that cater to different tastes and needs. tfsafari.com, and if you do go there, utilize the codes that you see on the top right corner of the screen and save yourself a little bit of change, man. They are a very reliable vendor. They are out of China. They ship to you in about 2 weeks, super sturdy boxes, and yeah, tfsafari.com. Can't say enough nice things about them, and so thank you so much, TF Safari, for sponsoring this video. All right, here we have him in his scavenging mode. What is this called? Like a shovel truck, shovel crane or something like that? Looks really good, man. Looks really good. Colors, a spot on. Maybe this could have been a little bit more silver, but at the same time, I think it looks good in that gray. It doesn't have moving treads and stuff, but that's completely fine. Deliciously G1 in its simplisticness, in its kind of like smooth edges and stuff like that, but you can see a little bit of complexity over here. And there's actually a lot of complexity in terms of how this transforms. It's not just you swinging the legs around. The way the feet and everything like hide inside is done very well. It's very fun. This bit does a lot because it's the elbow joint for the transformation, and so there's some wizardry that happens down over in the nether regions. The cockpit is done well. You can see the seat inside along with the little control mechanisms. Very beautiful. The fist you can see hidden within on that shimmery, nice, beautiful purple. This doesn't have moving pistons, but I'm okay with that because sometimes that just kind of like gets in the way of stuff. Folds up very nicely as well. This does have a spin and a turn, but that's used for the what is it? The arm mode and stuff. But I mean, overall, just a very nice, beautiful piece, man. I don't know which one's my favorite mode. I mean, bot mode, which I'm about to show you in a second, is pretty darn nice. The arm was pretty dope, right? It was pretty sick, and I don't know. This does it for me too. I mean, watch the video and you tell me which is your favorite mode, because I'm having a hard time pick, because this is just a really nice toy, dude. All right, here we have him in his bot mode, and dude, that is a good looking bot. Take a look at that, dude. So much good, chunky G1 goodness. So eloquent though, yet, you know what I mean? Like represented so beautifully. Chunky, but beautiful. How about that for body positivity, right? And one of the things about FansToys is that in terms of like engineering, if 5 is perfect, they're at least going to be a 4 at a bare minimum. In terms of 5s, I hold MMC, New Age, Make Toys. Those are the only people that I hold at 5s, but FansToys is pretty close, and they get to 5s pretty frequently too. But on top of the engineering, which is pretty nice, the chunky clunkiness, the clean manufacturing, the parts, the colors, the squeak and squawk that you sometimes get when you're moving the joints, that nice ratcheting, like it's all there. It bears all of the wonderful hallmarks that is FansToys, and this, compared to their scrapper, this is way better. Way better. Scrapper was over-engineered in terms of the way the arms worked, how the legs moved and stuff, or how the legs transformed and stuff. Just over-engineered in my opinion. And I also don't like that big chunky that thing, the heel that you have to add on the back. Yeah, it's anime accurate and stuff, but I just didn't have a good feeling with him. But this right over here, man, this is nice, dude. And I'm not sure if there's a covering for this. Maybe I didn't flip out. Huh. But this is his fist. This is his fist. And maybe I didn't flip something out. Yeah. But anyway, that's his fist. It's all built in. You do need to remove the forearm for this. But yeah, man, technically it is all built in. And that compresses up very, very, very nicely. And you can see I was going through the articulation earlier. He has all the things that you would want. He does have a swivel on the bicep. But I don't know if I like this or not, but the sculpt does get broken up. You know what I mean? And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just virtue of being G1. But yeah, the sculpt does get broken up. I do like the fact that there's an elbow bridge over there. That's pretty cool. The blaster stays in his hand pretty well, but in terms of tabs, there's only tabs on one side. So very specifically, he is a right-handed bot. He cannot hold it in his left hand. But yeah, everything's done well. There's swivels on the wrists and fists. All the fingers are pinned and jointed independently. The fingers feel good. That's kind of weird to say, but his fingers feel good. Yes. And they feel very stiff. The plastic is nice. Oh, that sounds so strange. The glittery, shimmery plastics. Gosh, I like that a lot. And this dull gray, somehow, it just kind of works for me. I thought I would have liked this more to be chrome, but I don't know, man. Looking at it, it's pretty good. And you can see the knee over here. There's a bridge. He does have a bit of a double knee, but it gets, maybe he doesn't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Actually, I'm thinking of, oh, sorry. The double knee is the other way. That's right. That's right. And that's a transformation mechanism. Yeah, the transformation is pretty good. The transformation is pretty good. Again, not over-engineered like Scrapper. It's really, really straightforward. And I think it's just done very, very, very intelligently. You have a hip swivel, thigh swivel, but you do have to kind of dislodge it due to, what is it? The collision over here. You see what I mean? You can't really get it, so you just kind of bring it out, but you can do that if you want. What is it? The full Van Damme, the full Monty, as Bobby Skullface would say. What's up, Bobby? And yeah, he's good. He's good. In terms of kicking back, there is some collision over here, and so unless you're kind of bringing this out, it is going to get stuck. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's nice. It's nice, dude. It's probably the best Scavenger that I've ever messed with. And I'm very, very, very pleased with their product offering. I mean, look at that, dude. So gorgeous. I honestly feel like, I think I'm repeating myself, but it just has that new car feel. It really, really does. And I mean that in the best way possible. And not the nasty chemically smell that you get sometimes, but a nice smell, a nice pleasant smell that feels like quality. You know what I mean? And oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. But all these other bits on the inside will be revealed to us as I held aloft my magic sword and said, sorry. That's a line from He-Man where he's like, fabulous secrets were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword. Is this supposed to spin? Huh. There's a slight little tilt on it, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, man, let's move through the transformation. And oh, you know what? I actually have not tried his trumpet. And I wonder also if it's specific to one hand. No, he has tabs for both, unlike the blaster. And I'm thinking that it should just fit in there. It's a little tight and it wants to like pop out. Hold on, let me do it off camera. All right, I got it. It fits better in his right hand than it does in his left, even though he does have tabs for it. And unlike the X-Transbot one, which has to grip it from the top, and it doesn't even do a good job of gripping it. This is good enough, but unfortunately, this is probably the best. He can kind of hold it to his mouth. It's too bad that he can't hold it like that. Like there isn't a double deeper elbow bend. But whatever, dude. He'll just be holding it sideways, dude, and doing his thing. Not bad. Not bad. And I'm kind of liking that the Constructicons be coming with this. That a lot of them are coming with the little trumpet attachment and stuff. But Anyway, man, it looks so good. It looks so good, and the transformation is really fun in both of those, both in both of the modes. And I am very excited to share that with you today. Alrighty, let's get him transformed. And for the most part, I think it's a pretty fun ride. The shoulders are probably the most quote-unquote finicky parts, and it's not even that bad. But anyway, just kind of grading on a curve. But we start by spinning the head around, and he has this little like covering over here that will fold out. Folds out very easily, but my fat fingers are preventing that. And after you do that, you're going to configure the arm. And so what you're going to do is you're going to spin this around so that this little tab is on the other side. It is a little bit confusing in that he has two slots over here. And one would think that originally that they're going to connect up here, but I believe those are the ones that connect into his leg, or maybe they don't connect at all, but it doesn't really matter. And after we do that, we're just going to spin this bit around like this. And what's really interesting is that most times, not just Constructicons, but many other bots, the fists are hidden. They fold up in the forearm. But nah, not Homeboy. His hands just kind of stay out the whole time. So that's kind of refreshing in a weird way. So after you do that, spin this one more. Cool. And that's how you configure the arms. And this little tab over here is going to tab into this section right there. And in order to do that, we're going to unlock the shoulders and bring this all around. But all in due time, my friend. Process of there's a process. There's an order that you have to kind of follow. And so for the time being, we'll leave him in this crucifix position. It kind of looks like Evangelion, right? What is it? There was that one of the creatures that was on the cross like this. I forget what it was called. Lilith? Maybe it was Lilith. Anyway, or Adam. Anyway, keep it like this. You know, I was going to say the instructions do have me untabbing the shoulders right now, but I don't think it's necessary, so I'm just going to leave them in there for the time being. What you're going to do is you're going to bring down these flaps, and once you bring these flaps down, it will kind of dislodge everything, and you can lift this part up, and you can see the fist, the glorious fist just hidden inside the back. That is just really, really creative, and I applaud them for that. All right, so the next part, we're going to convert the leg into this, and so we can start by closing up the foot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to kind of get this into a horse stance. You're going to open this up, and then you're going to bend that right over there, like so. And this part is rather unique. And so we're going to open up this flap to hide the foot. But in order to open this up, you need to kind of break the sculpt like that. What a trip, right? Maybe there would have been more eloquent ways to do this, but at the same time, it is using part of the transformation joint, because later on these are going to fold in on themselves. And so what you need to do is, hopefully I can do this right now, is you need to open up this flap right up. Oh, okay, we got it. Yay. And then you just flip the foot in, and you can close this, and then you can snap that all back together again. And cool. And now we have the first phase of the legs done. All right, we are at the home stretch, and as you can see, I have completed, almost completed one side. There you go, there you go. I've completed one side, and so we're going to do the same over here, and you're going to need to open up the fingers. And yeah, it's crazy the fact that they don't hide in the forearm, right? I don't know why that is such a crazy fact to me, but that is the case. And so this bit is on this little clamp, and so what you want to do is just kind of like coax it out. There we go. We have coaxed. We have coaxed most of it out. Okay, there we go. There we go. And as you can see, this is kind of sitting at this weird angle, right? And so you're going to bring that up, and you're going to, this is going to spin upward, that bit, and then you're going to spin the shoulder independently of that. You see that? And then now you will be able to take that tab and put it into this slot. But be mindful of this thing. You see there's that little tab right here, right? And so you're going to bring that down. And then let's keep this up for now. As you're tabbing it in, you're going to want to bring this in at an angle. I don't know why it's not doing the thing that I want it to do. But it's, I wish I had better visibility on this, because that has to go in here. And so this is going to go up. There we go. and you hope that you can get some visibility on there and get it to tab in. Okay, cool. Now, as we're doing that, you can bring this in at a slight angle like that. And just make sure that everything slips in there. But let me just kind of turn this. Maybe I can get more clearance there. Yeah, it's a bit of a tight fit. It's not bad, but everything does need to tab in. Otherwise, yeah, so it's easier done off camera. But first, I got to make sure that the top is slotted in. So maybe I'll kind of add some pressure there. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. And then from here, yeah, like I said, you're just going to bring up these flaps. Then you can bring this back, and there is this T-post, this T-peg or whatever. And then you can bring that in there. And that's all nicely connected. Now, look at this, man. Look at that clean bottom. So very nice, right? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then from here, we're just going to bring this bit down. And as you bring it down, did I forget a couple of things? Oh, we'll flip this out. We can do it in the end. But as you bring this down, these are going to kind of like tab into the side. So you can press down, get those teeth to try to line up in the front over here, and then close these bad boys up. Bring that out a little bit more. There we go. And then we can extend this out, bring this back. And I did check, it's supposed to be like this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yo, was that an earthquake? Whoa. Yo, I felt something just jostled me from my seat right now. Whoa, I gotta go check. I gotta go check internet to see if there was an earthquake right now. But that's him. That's him. And I've done the transformation several times, and I kind of get the feeling that. Oh, okay. There you go. You know what? I've been missing that portion all this time because I was like, dude, he leans forward and stuff like that. But wow, right now, I just figured out, because this is actually the transformation joint over here, but I figured out now that you need to do that. And now it's a little bit more symmetric. And that's a beautiful, beautiful ride, man. You can even see the little pilot seat on the inside on the translucents, even the little handles, the little control handles. You see that? That's cool, isn't it? That's cool. What a phenomenal piece. What a phenomenal piece. I don't think this folds up. I think it's supposed to be out. Yeah. Beautiful. You can see the hands, the fists over here, but who cares, right? Everything looks very tidied up. Of course, it has that nice FansToys heft. It's so simplified intentionally in a very, very beautiful way. So sleek, so smooth. It doesn't have moving pistons and stuff like that. But sometimes I think that is just so unnecessary, you know. This bit will spin later on for the arm mode. But, man, he looks really good. He looks really, really, really nice. And, yeah, it compresses up like a champ because obviously that's going to be required for the arm mode. And why don't we progress to that right now? All right, let's get him into arm mode. It's not that difficult from this mode. This, you're going to start by bending up. And as you look to compress this, you're actually going to spin this around. And when you fully compress it down, you're just going to close that up and it's going to sit right there. These bits you will kind of dislodge and separate from the sides. Maybe the best way to do is open these up. Yeah. Because what we're going to do is we're going to open this entire chassis up because we have to free out we have to free the forearm. And why is it stuck? Okay. Oh, almost forgot. Got to undo that. Get that clearance in there and bring this up. And we are going to fish this entire piece out. Actually, I'm thinking I may need to undo the arms in order to fold these bits out. But okay, that so much for me trying to do this from memory. But let's see how far we can get there. So we're going to untab the legs. and we'll bring them out. And if I fail in my endeavors in trying to transform this, well, you'll know that it was a valiant attempt. And then we will spin this bit, and we will go ahead and release this part so that we can get the legs straight, because the legs are going to come together eventually, and they're going to all fold in on themselves. But yeah, I do need to release this part because these become the faux treads that adorn the sides of the chassis. There we go. Because, you know, Devastator, like, you know, these never really became the forearms. They were just there on the side, so they've used these to kind of mimic that look, and I think it's done well. I think it's very effective. There we go. Now that we've fished that out, we can move these bits down like that. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there, Jer. And once we have done that, we can free up this entire thing. Now let's take a look at this bit. This is like one of those magic boxes that kind of like opens up. You do have to dislodge the fist panel from the, oh, okay, it kind of worked. So you dislodge it from that, and you gotta like coax everything out very slowly and gingerly. Honestly, like, I don't know what's getting stuck on what in there, but you do need to kind of slowly just fish it out, and also be gentle, because it is on plastic. It's not super thin plastic, but it is on plastic, and so yeah, just be mindful of that. But the fingers are done very, very nicely, and what's cool is that I'm not some type of hand expert or something, but this piece right here, that part, the fact that it is on its own little island, that is really, really neat. I don't think I've ever seen that in any type of large figure, and so that's really nice. This whole wrist bit, that detail that they have, that is just done beautifully. And this whole thing over here will, I think once this gets compressed, it will allow me to spin this around, but maybe I have to do that. Oh yeah. And that will allow me to bring this over. Does it have to be compressed? I don't know. We'll figure that out in a second, because this eventually. All right, man, I'm going to put this down. I mean, I'm saying that I'm going to put it down, but you see obviously that I'm not putting it down. Because you got to fold this out. Cool. We're getting there, Jer. All right. There we go. I do think this is going to collapse, though. I do think it's going to collapse, but we'll get there in a second. But yeah, man, this is what it's looking like at the moment. All right, I spent way too much time on that. Didn't quite go according to plan, but now we are going to bring this back to where we had it. We're going to close this all back up. The legs we can actually bring forward, but one of the really interesting things about this is it's going to compress all the way in, and oh man, the joint is super tight. There we go. And this, you want to make sure this part is all the way down, because if that is not all the way pulled down, it will not be able to rock forward. And so now that we've had it rock forward, you can see that this fully compresses, and that's such a nice look, man. That's such a nice look. And let's get the arms resituated. We'll bring that back up. We'll tab that back in. And after the arm is there, you see these two little tabs. Those will go up and fit underneath the arm right there. Very, very, very satisfying. Same thing over here. Compress that up. Make sure that tabs in. And then make sure this part is tabbed in there. And release this. And make sure to bring this up. I'm making it look harder than it actually is. I mean, I should be following the instructions, but I thought I'd be a badass and try to do this without them. And I don't know, man. It's shaping up. It's shaping up. And then we can, once this is fully closed, you can secure these side bits with this again. Okay, cool. And so now is the kind of fun part, I guess, kind of, maybe. We need to have this compress on itself so that we can fit this around this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start by breaking, how's it go? Wait, where was that piece? Hold up, I'm getting flummoxed. I got to check this off camera. Okay, I remembered. I remembered after I did it off camera. What you're going to do is you're going to open this up, and you see this knee part. You're going to open this tab, and hopefully there we go. Oh, thought I felt it move, but you need to open this tab up. There we go. And after you lift that up, you can kind of push this back, and this whole thing will compress on itself, and it will fold in half. That is just so cool. And then from here, you're going to bring the two sides together. And don't worry if they don't close perfectly, because some of that detail in there will have it do that. We'll have it press against each other. And then you're going to bring down that tab, and so that only one is remaining. And so this will spin this way so that we can get the elbow in there. And that is essentially the forearm. And now the rest is just to kind of like fit this on top of here. And so let me make sure that I'm getting this right. Because you do need to fit those two tabs, these tabs basically, into that space. And then you're going to press upward. So everything's all shaking on this desk, but okay, I think I got it in there. And once that's in there, if aligned properly, this should be able to close up like that. I remember I had issues with one side, and it might be this side. Yeah. Oh. Okay, it worked much better this time, but right here, yeah, that one's a little tough. And then from there, you can just close this up. Two tabs there, and then corresponding tabs there as well. And that essentially is the arm. And that is cool, man. That is way, way, way wicked, brother. That is so cool. I feel like I'm getting into my Hulk Hogan mode. Like, that is way wicked, brother. Look at these 24 pythons. The what is it? The prayers, the vitamins, and all the other stuff that Hulk Hogan was taking. But yeah, dude, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And this probably is going to slide into the connection joint over there. And this probably moves to facilitate, yeah, there's a ratchet in there, there you go, to facilitate that movement. It's nice, it's not too strong, but it is very firm and sturdy, and so I feel confident in that. I'm looking forward to this, man. I'm looking forward to see how this shapes up. Loving the faux, just everything to make it look so G1 accurate, you know what I mean? The faux treads on the side, and I love how this is baked in. I love how they designed the whole forearm. The way it's conceptualized is just beautifully done. It's just beautifully, beautifully done. I wasn't a huge fan of their, oh, I forgot to do that. I wasn't a huge fan of the Scrapper, but this Scavenger, I think, redeems it a lot. And so I can't wait to see Bone Crusher. I'm assuming he's going to have some similar gimmicks with regard to the treads and things like that, but can't wait. Absolutely just can't wait for this ride to be completed. But man, that is a beautiful piece. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that pretty much wraps up the review for this. You saw the bot mode, you saw the hook the hook crane, and now we see this forearm mode. Let me know in the comments which mode is your favorite, and do you think the FansToys Devastator is truly the superior Devastator, or is it Mecha Invasion? Is it Dream or Dreamstar? Is it X-Transbot maybe? Yeah! But which one's your favorite studio series? Jinbao? Yeah, let me know in the comments, okay? Thank you so much for watching, friends. Bye.